right, it is Do You Know, and it's an exciting day today. We're here with United Way and the brand new Grumobile. Pat's Graphics did a great job. Yeah. James is joining us, and Michelle is joining us. James, we'll start with you first. Tell us how the United Way got this fabulous new Grumobile bus.
Well, you know, we've had the Grumobile for a number of years. It's been a very exciting program for us as we've gone out and really work with kids, getting them ready for kindergarten. Last year we had some discussions about when we wanted to replace the old 91 Winnebago, and it was really getting to that point where we needed to look at something here in the next couple of years. The folks over at Genio Turkey Store said, well, you know, it's something we'd like to get involved in. How can we help? We had some conversations. The next thing you know, Genio said, well, what if we did it this year and we helped you buy the new bus? And that's really what it came down to, that the crew at Genio said we want to latch onto something that's really exciting, something that really makes an impact within our community, and that really got back to that preschool education piece. And they funded us getting the brand new Grumobile that we're very excited to be able to see today.
And it's so exciting. It's new. It's it even has that new, it's not a new car smell, it's a new bus smell, right? And Michelle, the Success by Six coordinator, tell us your involvement. We know we've talked about it before, but give us some info on what you're doing. And also, there's some new locations that the Grumobile is going to be at this summer.
Yeah, this summer we will be visiting a few places in Willmar. We'll be at Rice Park and Breas Park, Dana Heights, Somerset, Sunwood, and I know I'm leaving some out. Another new one is Welshire. And what we'll be doing is we'll be offering preschool programming, just helping the kids get ready for school in the fall, and some of the older ones who may be in kindergarten or first grade, just kind of keeping them from having that summer slide and just giving them learning opportunities and some fun opportunities throughout the summer.
And what is this new vehicle going to be? Does it mean to you compared to the old one? I mean, what is it going to mean to your program and being able to do what you do?
Well, it's just nice. It's great for the kids to see it as I'm pulling in. You know, it's a brand new bus. It's safer to drive into the neighborhoods that I'm going into, especially with me driving. No. And, you know, we've got a backup camera because we're always around kids, and we know when we pull into some of the neighborhoods, the first thing they do is they're running up to us and they're ready to bang on windows. So the safety feature is very important for us. I know hopefully at one point we'll be possibly putting some speakers on the outside of it to be able to entertain the children with music and those kind of things. So. Well,
it's a great program. You know, we've worked with the United Way on a number of different segments and talked about things with Success by Six and all the things that go on with our Grumobile. And it truly is a great collaboration between the United Way and everyone that works with it, right, James?
Yeah, we're just very excited to be able to do something that really is an outreach program for us to work on education. Those kids that really don't have that opportunity for preschool, this is such a great piece for them. And for Genio to partner with us and really emphasize that too just shows the commitment to the community they have and to the programs United Way has.
It is. It's just another great community collaboration. United Way is always doing great things. If you'd like more information on the Grumobile locations or anything with United Way, you can go to the website at liveunitedwcm.org, or you can call the phone number at 235-1050. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. You're watching Do You Know?
Hi, I'm Zach Liebel. I'm the Outreach Coordinator for the Willmar Community-Owned Grocery Store here in Willmar, Minnesota. I'm very excited to be sitting in our new location that we announced this past month. We are going to be located in Westside Liquor on the east side of Willmar. We are going to be holding open houses on the first Thursday of each month this summer, and it will be from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. open house style, so feel free to bring your friends and family and come and take a look for yourself. You're watching Do You Know?
Hi, Jody Wambeck with the Willmar Early Childhood Family Programs and Willmar Early Childhood Initiative. Today, I am joined by a very special guest, Barry from the Stingers. Barry is here today to help us promote our 5th annual Books and Baseball event that will be happening in June. Barry, it's so exciting that we're going to be doing that for the 5th time. 5 times, it's going to be great. The event will be held in June at the Bill Taunton Stadium. Tickets will be available starting in May, and they will be able to be picked up at the Willmar Public Library, as well as we will have some tickets for sale for older siblings as well. It's going to be a great event, isn't it, Barry? Very excited. Also, in addition to this great event, I want to remind you that preschool registration is open, and they can come to the Community Ed and Rec office or call them to register for preschool for fall. And be sure to check out the WCER brochure catalog that came out. We have some great Jefferson Jigglers programs that's happening during the summer. Another great thing that's going to be starting in June is the Grow-Mobile, Barry. Hopefully you'll be able to join the Grow-Mobile at some point in time throughout the summer. So be watching for that. And then of course at the Willmar Public Library, as you know, Barry, Kathy always does such a great job with her reading program. It's called Pause to Read. So be sure when you stop and get your tickets for the Books and Baseball event that you sign up for the Pause to Read summer reading program as well. You are watching Do You Know?
Hi, this is Bev, and we're at the Candy Mall, and I have to tell you, I'm with one of the nicest men that I know, and woodworkers. They're a really cool breed. We want to talk to Bill Hallberg today. Hi, Bill.
Hi, how are you?
Good. West Central Minnesota wood carvers, right?
That's right. That's right. Well, we got a meeting every month during the school year, the last Monday of the month. Last Monday of the month, yeah, usually.
Okay, where do you meet and what time?
Meet at the junior high or over here at middle school, and we meet at, I don't know, I can't remember what room it is, but...
All right, we'll talk about some contact information here in just a little bit. So tell me, Bill, here's the $1,000,000 question. Have you been doing this all your life?
No, I started after I retired from dairy farming, and I thought it would be interesting to do something. I got to have something to do afterwards, and I got started doing it. I enjoyed it, and it really has a good pastime.
So what you're saying is it makes your wife happy that you have a good hobby? All right, let's talk about some of your pieces here. Do you use different kinds of wood or always the same kind?
There's different kinds of wood. This is butternut, or basswood. This is basswood, and the buffalo is butternut. And there's some cedar, red cedar over here.
Okay, so now this is the cedar, right?
That's red cedar.
And then what's the softest wood? Would it be the basswood?
Basswood is the softest. Butternut isn't too bad either, but this basswood's the best.
Do you pick the basswood because of the grain or what?
The basswood hasn't got much grain to it.
Oh, I mean the butternut.
Yeah, the butternut is got the grain, and then usually I just varnish so the grain shows through. And then this cottonwood bark here is kind of a little.
That's a cool piece.
Cottonwood bark, and I just carve in any kind of design into it.
So whatever you're inspired by?
Right. Anything you like. So there's the Winsco house, cottonwood bark.
So now, when you get your wood, Bill, is it reclaimed? Do you just find it, or do you purchase some of it, or how do you do?
Most of it I purchase from vendors. There's a John Kranz down by the cities that I got a lot of it from, and some I've gotten from friends. And the cottonwood bark is from my home farm, and the cedar wood is from my own farm. So.
Cool. Any pieces that are more special to you or your favorites?
Well, I guess basswood maybe is my favorite carving wood, and I do different style carving. This is relief carving, and cottonwood bark, this different design, and Santa Clauses, and everything's a little different, and it's kind of fun.
So when you get together with your wood carving friends, what do?
Well, at our meeting, we used to do some smaller stuff, like these birds. We'll do maybe that one night, just different.
So you do some carving those nights. It's not just coffee and treats, huh?
Well, yeah, and sometimes we have other programs coming on, but a lot of times we have a carving. And Bob Bredesen is someone that brings the cutouts and stuff we can work on. So.
Okay, so if they wanted to get in contact with someone, or maybe want to sit in on a meeting, or meet one of you guys, how do they do that?
Well, I guess you contact anybody of the group that belongs to the club, and we can give you the information when we're going to meet. Now, next Monday night will be our next meeting, and that'll be at the middle school. Okay. And it's in one of the back rooms. I don't know. Remember the room and stuff.
But they can call you, Bill Hallberg, or Bob Bredesen. You said, right?
Yep. Okay. Yep. Bob Bredesen is right over here. Right back here. So.
And in looking around here today too, I saw a lot of very Scandinavian themed, Western looks, depending, because each carver kind of has their own thing they do, right?
Yes, but like for myself, I like to do different things. I got Scandinavian style. There's Scandinavian style over there, and I like to do these relief carvings. It's kind of fun, and the bark carving and animals. I like animals. And
whatever you want, right?
I do. Yeah.
All right, Bill. Well, thanks for being on the show. Any final words you'd like to share?
Well, thank you for coming, and we have a good crowd here today. It's been fun.
It's a good show. All right, the West Central Minnesota Wood Carvers. This is Bev with Bill Hallberg on Do You Know?
Good morning. On a rainy morning, we're at the Willmar Community Center with Leanne Freeman this morning. Indoors. We're not outdoors in the garden. And we're going to be addressing the possibility of having a garden plot here or at one of the other community gardens in Willmar. And we will also be sharing with you some information on classes coming up through the community center. The classes that I'm going to talk about are actually going to be led by the Kandiyohi County Extension Master Gardeners. So you might think that we're experts in our field, but of course we aren't. We learn from the people that we work with and the people that we associate with. So all of our information, whereas we are giving you some of the first information from the University of Minnesota, it also is shared information from other master gardeners and other people. So I think we'll start out talking a little bit about the classes, and I'll have Leanne introduce what she is doing this year. It's the first time for some of us teaching. And then I'll talk a little bit about the specific gardening classes.
Thank you, Susan. It's always great to be here. I had this idea of contacting Susan and being able to use master gardeners and having some classes out here, especially dealing with the garden and seeing as I have a community garden out here, and having some of these classes that would help the gardeners. I have some new ones. I've got ones that have been gardening for a long time, but they're always were asking for some educational classes. So I contacted Susan, and we have come up with, we have like 3 of them. Actually, we have 4, but one of them is more hands-on. We're doing a Gardening 101 class. What's a Tree and Other Woody Things, sedum, and then we're making, in another class, we're actually going to make little mini gardens to have and to take home and to put outside for the rest of the summer. I'm really excited about these classes. It's a little bit of everything. They're free to the community. We just would like you to call me up here at the community center so we could have an idea for all the paperwork, or not the paperwork, but the handouts that the Master Gardeners will have. So if you're interested in any of these classes, give me a call at 214-5180. The first one that we have is the Gardening 101, because as we're getting closer to that time of year to garden, everybody has a lot of questions. So Susan is going to be here for that class, and that one is held Wednesday, May 7th from 5 to 7 out here at the community center. What's a Tree and Other Woody Things? Trees are, City of Willmar is a tree city, so this would be a very valuable class to understand and what trees are all about. We have Becky West and Judy that are coming to do that one on May 8th, and then Becky's coming back and talking about sedum in July, when actually the sedum is blooming more. But as I said, we're really excited about this class. Our little mini gardens is taught by Susan Swenson. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Bonnie Swenson. And she's also works with the Master Gardener program, and she'll be helping people of all ages. So this one even kids can come to, and they will be making little, like I said, little mini gardens, and they will take them home and have them outside and enjoy them all summer long.
I'd like to add some information about those mini gardens. Last year, I brought that idea to my granddaughter, and she was home from school during the summer, and we put together a mini garden, fairy garden, and we had all kinds of little creatures in our garden. We used, first of all, for plants, we used moss, and we used some little sticks. We used small plants we found in a meadow, flowers. We used shells, rocks, all in a good size flat pot. She also brought out some of her little creatures, like we had horses, we had unicorns, we had little fairy children. And so your imagination can go wild. And as Leanne mentioned, that class can be done grandmother, grandchild, grandfather, grandchild, or parents and child. So each couple or each group is encouraged to work together on this, and they can be really fun to do. And the other one that she mentioned was the beginning gardening class, and basically anyone could come for that. I know I've worked with some children at Prairie Woods, and they, of all ages, love to garden. So a Gardening 101 class is going to be pretty basic, like soil, additions to your soil, setting up a garden, maybe some pot. I do a lot of my tomatoes in pots because I have better luck with them with sunshine. So we'll be looking at the potting mix to use, as well as some additions to potted tomatoes or any other peppers or anything else you want to grow in pots. So it'll be a hands-on type of class. You can bring back some information with you or take back some information with you. And a word on the classes taught by Becky West and Judy Toth. As you probably remember, last fall we visited Becky's home, where we looked at her sedum gardens, which are absolutely fantastic. They're colorful, they're spread all over. She uses different types of sedum. And so she's going to share that information with you at the class in July. But before then, Judy Toth and Becky will talk about trees and types of trees for your areas that you live in, and buying trees, trimming trees, all kinds of information that they will have available for you. And it is worth it to learn how to trim your trees. Let me tell you, you can drive around and you look at trees and you can see where trees are not trimmed correctly. So it will be good to meet with Becky for that class. Lastly, I wanted to ask Leanne to talk a little bit about community gardens that are available in our area. I know that there's one in Spicer at Faith Lutheran Church. You actually rent the space for the year. There's water available, so you can always keep your garden in good condition. But there are several in Willmar, and I'll turn that over to Leanne again, and she can talk about the different sites as well as the one here at the community center, which we will not visit today.
I don't understand why not. A little bit of rain. Yes, we do have a community garden here. It's called the High Avenue Community Garden, and I have about 45 plots. As of right now, I have about 10 plots that are still available. There is water also available, so you can water them all summer long, but the plots are 15 by 10, and they run for $20 a plot. As I said, I still have 10 left, so give me a call if you're interested in gardening. And again, we've got gardeners from master gardeners in gardening here to very first time to families gardening and helping each other. We do even have 3 raised garden beds that are 10 by 15 also if your limitation, you can't get down to the ground. So we do have those available here too. There is also a community garden. It's called the Kids Garden at the YMCA. They have it at their building there's a community garden on Willmar Avenue. Jerry Gesh has that community garden. And there is one more. The Efree Church on 19th Avenue has had a community garden in their backyard. So if you're interested in any of those community gardens, please give them a call, and they would be happy to assist you or direct you to where the best, if they're all sold out, to the place that still has garden plots.
Thank you, Leanne. And we'll look forward to meeting with you next month for the Master Gardener segment of Do You Know? So meanwhile, enjoy the rain, enjoy the green up that we're having, and enjoy the new buds and flowers.
Hi, we're over at West Central Industries taping the Do You Know show with our new friend Tyler Berg. Hi, Tyler.
Hello, Jamin.
Thank you so much for inviting us to come over and find out more about your new program. I understand it's called WIN.
Yes, WIN Work Involvement Now. It's a new program that we had just started very early in its life. And we're partnering up with Woodland Centers and with Vocational Rehabilitation Services. And what it is an integrated approach to finding people who've had some mental health barriers, some problem finding work, and getting them in competitive employment in the community.
Well, fantastic. So people who have diagnosed mental illness and are getting some help will work with their counselors at Woodland Centers and Vocational Rehab and West Central Industries. What's your component part?
Our component is finding them work actually as fast as we can. Traditionally, maybe we did a little bit more training in the work, maybe some assessments, but it's rapid placement, and it's based off a model from Dartmouth University, IPS model, and the statistics have shown in us with our early success too that trying to find somebody something right away, something that matches up with them, and getting them placed in a job as soon as we can.
Well, that's great. So do folks who have mental health conditions, is it harder for them to find a job?
It actually isn't harder at all for them to find a job. Statistics show it's about the same as, say, your average person finding something. Mm-hmm. It's all about kind of the will to find, go out and get some employment, to get out there in the workforce. And the good thing about this program is having all these services integrated together is everybody's kind of watching each other to make sure, for the benefit of the person who's trying to find the job, that they can go out and get work right away. So it's really nice to have an integrated system.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a real wraparound approach to helping people be successful.
It is, and it's in its very short life of the program, we've had some early success, so we hope it keeps going in that direction as well.
Well, I'm sure our viewers would be interested in knowing more about the program from the get-go stage of, you don't have to share any names or anything, but you said you've had some early success, and that's so exciting to help people and help them be successful. Could you tell us about, kind of take the names and maybe the businesses off, but could you tell us about placing somebody in this wraparound approach?
Sure. As far as the type of jobs that we've had people doing, all community-based jobs, and as far as maybe somebody bagging groceries or somebody doing some stocking or just a lot of service-based jobs, and it's been really good, and it's actually a wide range. I mean, whatever job is out there that anybody can do is the same thing that anybody in this program would be able to do too.
Yeah, and I think that you would probably say that people with mental health issues could be you or me, because they are you and me. We're all have a little challenge now and again, right?
I would agree with that. I think all of us do, and all of us need a little help every once in a while. So.
Yeah, so you guys are helping people with this great new program. From what I've read in the materials, it looks like the idea is to help people have long-term integrated success with working in the community.
Yep, that's right, and it's really great, and the people that have been working with it so far. As for you and I too, when you have a job, it just shows, builds your self-esteem a little bit, and I think that's one of the best things that we've seen in everybody we're working with is being a bit happier. So that's always a plus.
That's a great thing. That's the best thing, and ultimately this is going to help our community and region, right?
Right, exactly. Matching with employers that we have out there and finding work for them. More work is good for everybody. And with this program as well, too, myself and Ashley, the other employment specialists, are out meeting with community employers and finding out what they need specifically and what do you look for in a person that you're hiring. So it's getting to know everybody in our community and the employers more, too.
That's awesome. So it's a real win-win approach for everybody, for the person looking for the job, and for you guys working with the business, and the business who hires the person.
That's right. It is.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the WIN program, Work Involvement Now at West Central Industries, a new program. But you guys have other programs too. Well, if people don't know what West Central Industries does, because maybe they've just been to recycling or they know about Meals on Wheels, I guess Meals on Wheels is still going on. What might you want to share with them about other types of employment-related stuff that West Central Industries does?
We have our lawn mowing season, of course, is coming up, and we keep busy with that. We're
going to get grass, right?
Right, exactly. Finally, we're all looking forward to that, that's for sure. We have a few individuals that go out in a crew and are out and mowing everybody's grass in Willmar, sometimes outside the city limits as well, too, so we're kind of spraying out a little bit more on that, so that keeps us busy in this season. Otherwise, year-round, it's cleaning at different businesses around the community, and also as well, we have some people that are out and doing some of the maybe early morning sites as well and whatnot, too. And in-house, we have individuals here who are doing some shrink wrap jobs, so we're always looking for different companies if they're interested and want to do something maybe on a major scale of more packaging and whatnot. We've been doing that for many years, so it's a good thing.
And you work with big companies, don't you?
Yeah, we do. 3M, Genio we work with as well, so some of the more local and regional businesses as well, too. So we're doing a lot of stuff and keeping busy and looking for more work to keep more busy.
Great. Well, thanks to West Central Industries for inviting us over and talking to us about the WIN Work Involvement Now, the WIN program to help people with mental illness get employed and to help businesses to get good employees, and for telling us a little bit more about your work services at West Central Industries. You're watching the Do You Know Show, and we're moving on.
It is Do You Know, and joining us on the telephone is Jody Breiger from the Affiliated Community Medical Center's Health Learning Center. Today, Joe, we're talking about sun safety.
Thanks, Rudy. Remember, most kids rack up a lot of lifetime sun exposure before age 18, so it's important that parents teach their children how to enjoy fun in the sun safely. With the right precautions, you can greatly reduce your child's chance of developing skin cancer. Melanin is the body's first line of defense. Ultraviolet rays react to a chemical called melanin that's found in the skin. Melanin is the first defense against the sun because it absorbs dangerous rays before they do serious sun damage. Melanin is found in different concentrations and colors, resulting in different skin colors. The lighter someone's natural skin color, the less melanin it has to absorb ultraviolet rays and protect itself. The darker a person's natural skin color, the more melanin it has to protect itself. But remember, both light and dark-skinned kids need protection from ultraviolet rays because any tanning or burning causes skin cancer. So remember that we have to be extra careful for unprotected skin exposure for kids who have moles in their skin or parents who have a tendency to develop moles, children who have very fair skin and hair, and a family with a history of skin cancer, including melanoma. The other thing is to avoid the strongest rays of the sun. First, seek shade when the sun is at its highest overhead and the strongest, which for where we live is usually between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. If kids must be in the sun between these hours, be sure to apply and reapply protective sunscreen, even if they're just playing in the backyard. Most sun damage occurs as a result of incidental exposure during day-to-day activities, not at the beach. And remember to cover up. One of the best ways to protect your family from sun is to cover up and shield skin from ultraviolet rays. So remember, infants that have thinner skin and undeveloped melanin, their skin burns more easily. And sunscreen should not be applied to babies under 6 months of age. So it's absolutely important that they're kept out of the sun whenever possible. If your infant is in the sun, dress him or her in clothing that covers the body, including hats with wide rims to shadow the face, and use an umbrella to create shade. And use sunscreen consistently. Apply sunscreen whenever kids will be in the sun. Apply sunscreen about 15 to 30 minutes before children go outside so a layer of protection can form. And don't forget about lips, hands, ears, feet, shoulders, and behind the neck. And remember, apply it generously. Try not to stretch it. And finally, if your child gets a sunburn, remember these tips. Have your child take a cool, not cold bath, and gently apply cool, wet compresses to the skin to alleviate pain and heat. To ease discomfort, apply pure aloe vera to any sunburned areas. You can consider giving your child an anti-inflammatory like ibuprofen or Tylenol to lessen the pain and itching, and to apply topical moisturizing cream to rehydrate the skin and treat itching. Summer's coming. We all want to enjoy our summer. We have been waiting for it, but just using these sun-safe tips are important also.
Joe, very good information to keep in mind. If you have any health-related questions that affect you or your family, feel free to call ACMC's Health Learning Center at 231-5070. Thanks, Joe. We'll talk to you next month.
I look forward to our talking again. See you soon, Rudy.
Joining us now on the other line is Kathy Torkelson from the Willmar Public Library. Kathy, lots of things happening again this month at the library. Fill us in on all the details.
Hi, Rudy. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to join you on Rack 8. The Willmar Public Library has several fun activities planned for the month of May, such as the Children's Book Club, Children's Matinee, Bringing Stories to Life, and a special program about plants are people too, just in time for spring gardening. The book selected for book club is There's a Boy in the Girls' Bathroom by Louis Sachar. Just by the title, it sounds like a fun and humorous book. The story is about an unmanageable but lovable 11-year-old misfit who learns to believe in himself when he gets to know the new school counselor, who is sort of a misfit too. While eating pizza, we'll discuss the book, then later we might do a scavenger hunt or play games. If you have a child in grades 2nd through 6th grade, they're welcome to join the book club, which meets the first Tuesday of the month. Do you like to go to the movies? The Willmar Public Library provides you with that opportunity. We project children's movies on our wall with our LCD projector. It is like being at the theater. Movies are shown once a month. This month we are showing the movies Cats and Dogs, which is rated PG. So everyone is invited to join us and watch the movie, eat popcorn, or if you wish, bring your own snack. Another program we have is Bringing Stories to Life, which is held once a month on Tuesday evenings. So if you can't make it to a daytime program, this program would be a good fit. This program starts at 6 p.m. each night. We bring a story to life with the help of your child. Be prepared to do lots of crafts and painting. We go all out with our activities with this program. Just call Community Education at 231-8490 to register. Plants are people too. This program is going to be presented by Becky West, who is a University of Minnesota Extension Master Gardener. Plants and people share many behaviors. This interactive class will look at similarities and differences. Come with your observations, questions, and sense of humor and wonder. We'll be gearing up for our summer reading programs, which start June 9th and end on August 22nd. The theme this year is Pause to Read. The 2014 summer reading program is open to young people, preschool through 5th grade, with programs, prizes, story hours, book clubs, matinees, and book buddies, where you can come and read to a dog. So next month we will tell you all about the fun events happening at the library this summer.
As always, lots of things going on at the Willmar Public Library. If you want more information on any of these activities or any other programs at the library, feel free to call 235-3162, or you can check it out online at wilmarpubliclibrary.org. Thanks, Kathy. We'll talk to you next month.
Thanks, Rudy.
You are watching Do You Know?
Hello, Steve Brizendine, Willmar Community Education and Recreation Director. I would like to invite you to learn, laugh, and play with Willmar CER this spring and summer. Our spring-summer catalog of offerings is out, and it has 40 pages of program offerings for our youngest learners and our eldest citizens. Please check us out at wilmarcer.com and find something just for you. Recently, the City Council approved Phase 1 of our park plan. We're very excited to work on the development and improvement of our park system in Willmar, and we need your help. Throughout the summer, we'll have opportunities for the public to provide input into what they'd like the park system to be. Please look for those opportunities in local media outlets so that you can participate and help us create a world-class park system for the city of Willmar. Also, I'd like to let people know about a couple of retirements that are hitting our department. Recently, Kevin Madsen, a longtime city employee with the Willmar Civic Center, has announced his retirement at the end of May. Kevin will be dearly missed. He's been the Civic Center manager for 18 years, and prior to that was a worker out at that facility. He's been a great asset to the community in our department, and we'll miss him dearly. Also, Jim Nicholson, our longtime ABE employee and most recently our coordinator for that program, has announced his retirement at the end of June. Both Jim and Kevin bring years of experience and efforts and knowledge to their roles, and we will miss them, and the community will miss the efforts that they've provided to us. In closing, I'd just like to let you know that please come play, laugh, learn with WilmarCER.com, and you've been watching Do You Know?